Welcome, fellow light babies, to the Love Podcast. And I'm gonna start this off with the one nice act that y'all are gonna see me do the whole time y'all finna know me. And if and it's gonna be this, it's telling y'all this. If you got a slave mindset, you're a slave to the system, you believe everything you're told, you're like, why would the world lie to us? Wouldn't it? Hey, guy, wouldn't it want us to have the best benefit? If that's how you think, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. And I love that for you. So I'm gonna give you a second to click off this video because the way y'all about to get fried, sauteed, served up with a side of, I was gonna say mushrooms, but what kind of side is even that? Anywho's that? The reason why I say that is because something very, very problematic has popped into my consciousness here. And that is the fact that just based on the couple of conversations I've been having for the last couple of weeks, way too many people, when I'm trying to have like a conversation where it requires you to think, it not even that deeply, just think about the situation, use your common sense. A plus B, I mean, A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Correct? 1 plus 2. What am I even trying to say there? You understand what I'm saying? If you can think at all and use your mind, which that is a skill that should be cultivated. I don't know why it's being treated like an like, oh, I don't want to do that for real. That's crazy. And I've heard that from way too many mouths in the last couple of weeks than I am comfortable hearing for the rest of my existence, bro. So you know what? Instead of being like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to my friends about it. Oh, I'm gonna go yap with my friends about it." Nah, we're gonna have to sit down, have this conversation, and that's what the Love Podcast is for. And I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You must know yourself, and if you're like, "I don't want to think for myself," I don't. You're a slave, and you should have already left. That was your second shot. I only do. I only give you two chances. One, maybe let me see what she's talking about. Two, wallahi, don't be in my comment section being like, but Dolly, but no. It's a love podcast with Dolly, y'all. So I'm gonna start it from a place of love, right? And I got my little handy dandy notebook here. Life is a great cosmic play, right? And the reason why I state it like that is I actually had one of my professors where one of the wildest outfits I have seen on someone in a minute, and I appreciate him for doing that because he's showing up in the world authentically, and that's what we need. That's literally that's my crusade. That's my cat and caboodle. I'm not sure what that means, but I've heard someone say it. And he was saying, he's like, I'm an introverted person, but look at me. I'm a professor in front of 200 people. I'm like, that's a valid point. Life is really a performance. It's just a degree of how, whether or not you're conscious of the fact that you are a character in this grand cosmic play, in this mission of the universe splitting itself into different kinds of beings with different states of consciousness, so we can then, when they join back into that oneness, that you could call it God, you could call it the monad, you could call it whatever, it exists. Oh, I don't believe in that. Who asked you? You see, I told you I'm not nice. I'm kind, but I'm not nice. Because the thing is, realizing that I am also a character in this play, I'm like, how am I gonna enjoy this existence if every social interaction is a performance? Let me just, revolutionary idea, let me just be myself. Let me just be my most authentic self. Let me just show up as the most Oh my God, I see it, I see it, I see it. As the most, hold on, no, hold on, y'all. The reason why I'm laughing is because I saw an Instagram reel about the hand gesture that I just made. They're like Illuminati, Illuminati. But that was just funny to me. So I'm like, you know what? Since it doesn't matter, right? Everyone's like, oh, I want people to like me. I want people to like me. Ah, whatever, bro. All right, cool. That's how you feel. I'm like, it'll just be way more fun if I can see how Dahlia I can be, bro. I'll just show up diabolically Dahlia. And you know what? That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. I've been cultivating that for the last couple of months. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Obviously, it's been years of like spiritual inner work and being in the dungeon and like going to hell and then rising like a phoenix and then going to heaven and like raising in consciousness. But y'all are caught up. So now the kind of conversations that I'm having with people, I could really like see them for who and what they are. And I love that because there's so many beautiful people and so many beautiful souls out there that have chosen to handicap themselves by caring about what other people think. And that is voluntary slavery. I don't care what you, and that's offensive. I don't like how that makes me feel. Wallah billah, I do not care. And what you guys are gonna slowly start to figure out is there is not an ounce of fuck within my field that I could give. I used to give mad, mad fucks. No, no. And that's coming from a place of love because I love myself. I couldn't give a fuck about what you're saying. I can listen to people. I can for sure see where they're coming from. It engage with different ideas and thoughts and etc. etc. But there's no like. It's kind of interesting, and maybe there's other people who are like that. Like I can interact with ideas and thoughts that could be could resonate with thoughts and ideas that I already have, or contradict them, or go against them, or completely violate them, and not feel offended. There's too many people out there that be taking opposing ideas and perspectives as a threat to them, which I'm just like, why are you so married to these ideas? All these beliefs you have, where are they coming from? And you'll be well, I was surprised to find out that they're like, oh, my mommy's mommy, mommy did that. So their lady, these three generational ladies have been doing this thing, right? For example, I'll say something I found on Instagram, right? There's this shorty who said every time she cooks a ham for Thanksgiving, she'll cut like some front end off, right? And that's something her grandma used to do and her mom used to do, and now she does it. But she does it compulsively. She doesn't even think about it. So then a friend asked her, why do you do that? And she's just like, well, my mom did it. And then she went to go ask her mom, and then her mom said, my mom did it. So 3 generations of goofies, because no one thought to ask the question, why are we doing this? And we live in a society that thrives on you being like, I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to believe what you say. And it is because you do not want to be accountable for your own existence. You want to incarnate on earth. You want to do this life game. You want to complain. You want to die of diseases because you're clearly. Hey. Y'all, when I speak in Swahili sometimes, I'm going to try to translate it right after. But if I don't, y'all going to have to be all right with that. Because if you're not, there's so many other videos on YouTube. Go mingle finagle. What? Finagle. Hey, I gotta really brush up on my English, Tim. Huh? But She eventually figured out that her grandma did it because she didn't have a pan that was big enough for the ham. So she'd chop the front bit off so they could fit in the pan. Shorty got a big old pan, two double ovens, a fridge in the basement and in the kitchen, but she's over here still chopping the ham off. And that's just something as simple as that. Think about the beliefs that you've adopted, but never thought to be like, to question whether you agree with them or not. Does this resonate with me or not? Is this my vibe? Is this my body? Does this coincide with my own personal beliefs? And if you don't have any values, beliefs, whatever, there's a world out there that is willing to give you a sticky note and be like, Bop, put it on your forehead. Because that's what y'all want. Because that's what y'all want. And I'm saying y'all just in the masses. Of course, these people who it depends. But I'm speaking in general terms. And funny enough, I've been seeing a lot of like YouTube videos of you're the chosen one. Click this. You can only watch this now. And I'm seeing a big influx of that. A lot of this pseudo spiritualism. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling y'all, stream of consciousness from Dahlia, bro. Take it or leave it. I could not give less of a fuck. I do not think it's cosmically possible. So do with this what you want. But that's a testament to be like, if someone is trying to convince you of something, if someone is trying to reel you in, by snagging and grabbing at your attention, because attention is the currency of the universe. You didn't know? Now you know. Attention is the currency of the universe. Where attention goes, awareness flows. Something like that. But that's the general gist. All y'all are so, even whoever's seeing this right now on whatever device they're in or whatever, too many people are not aware of how much of their attention is being siphoned off of them. And I say that to say is there's a lot of things that are sliding right past the awareness of people. There are people who are more worried about whose files are doing what than do you actually know who you are? Because if you can't think for yourself and you didn't heed the age-old advice of know thyself, that means the world can just do whatever it wants with you. Believe this, believe that. Look here, look there. So now you're over here like this, like a tennis match. Whole time, they're siphoning your energy by harnessing your attention. But how do you know that? You're not even aware you're alive. You're doing the same thing that generations before you have been doing under circumstances you were not privy to. And that goes great with my next point. Is I had a conversation with someone and they're just like, because for me, I realized something integral. This society is thriving on fear mongering. There are people who are in these college institutions like, oh, I gotta go to this school and I gotta go get this money. And then I gotta go clock in for a 9 to 5. And then I gotta go do this. And then I gotta go do this. No sniz, by the way, but that's all right. I gotta go do. You spend your whole life being thrown back and forth by what you're told you're supposed to be doing because you don't ask any questions because you are a good little dog and you do what you're told and you're very obedient and everyone likes you, or so you think. Or so you think. Do you even like yourself? I have to be an anti-motivational speaker. For the love podcast, this is a heavy hitter, but this is really setting the tone because this is I have realized that it's reached a fever pitch because a lot of people believe what is physical reality is actually real. Now everyone could say woo woo wah wah wah. oh, conspiracy theory this, or conspiracy theory that, or whatever, whatever. But y'all are saying conspiracy theorists were right, but I don't I don't care about what they're doing. I'm telling you about what I know. Let me get my decorum together, bro. None of this physical shit is real. Oh my god, but I can touch it, I can feel it. When you're lucid dreaming, can't you interact with that world? When you're bugging off some shrooms, aren't you interacting with that world? It seems real when you in it though. And then you come back over here and you think that this is real? Why? Because you were told? Oh, good dog. Good job. You're so obedient. You're gonna and and the thing is, people live like this for their whole lives. You live and you die. Well, did you even really live? Because the whole time you're looking upon the heavens for salvation. Oh, save me, save. Who's gonna come and pick you up and take you when you're already being fanangaranga? It's not even a saying. You're being finagled like this, and then you're being fear mongered by the people who are telling you you have to go to school and then get a job and then clock in for some guy's company who's probably still in bed. Now I'm playing. Not to discredit them, they're probably locked in. But you're so willing to give your power away. Wallahi, mail me your power. Since you're giving it away like that, send me a crumb. Send me a bit. I'll take it because I have some projects. I can throw it in there. No, y'all are so ready to give away your power. To what? You're like, oh my God, the world is coming to an end. Everything has to come to an end eventually. But you have an infinite soul, so lucky you. You're not going down with the ship. You don't have to bargain with the creator to can I get into heaven? The level of flabbergast that humanity just be flabbergasting me is always brand new. You guys never cease to surprise me. Because you give away your power to an institution that had first of all, they're taking your bread. You know, I used to go to church and I used to look around like, what the hell is going on here? Who are we singing for? Because I don't feel like singing, especially not that early in the morning. I'm like, what are we doing here? And then I'm standing there, and then there's that nudge like clap, sit, say amen, close your eyes, bow your head. Why you gotta nudge me and tell me this stuff if it's so intrinsic? Are we all, first of all, did the creator give us all the tools we need for this existence? So who is this God that is asking for my $20 that I was gonna take to go get some food after this, but nah, oh boy gotta eat. Which do they even have money in this God's world? Then you have to they say he's a jealous God, which why does the grand creator and why would the grand creator of the cosmos need your worship and your praise? Why? Since you're over here on your knees, begging on your knees, crying, running around, rolling on the ground. Oh, and not to say some of those people aren't having an actual what do you call it? Religious experience, spiritual experience, what have you? I don't care. I'm just saying the fact that you have to get in a building, first of all, I should be taking money out of that box, by the way. And when I was younger, I was just like, thank you. I will take this. And they're just like, no, you give it to who? You can't eat it. And I don't believe that the one who created all, the Godhead, the God mind, needs 20 buckaroonies, a piece of paper with a dead white guy to go eat Popeyes. So who is this bread for? Like, it's when it hit me because I'm figuring it out with y'all. I'm not any higher. I'm not any superior. I am just someone who's calling a spade a spade. If it moves like a duck, if it swims like a duck, if it looks like a duck, Maybe it's a goose, but it's probably a duck. Yeah. So what do you do now? Now you're just like, Dahlia, I may not be really into this self-imposed slavery after all. Oh, what do I do? The universe and the cosmos was created through imagination. Someone had a thought and they're like, let me imagine how I'm going to do that. A being had a thought. Obviously, we're thinking when people say someone, there was, and these obviously multiple parties in the creation of the universe, but their entities are use their imagination to create worlds and realities and existences that you clearly think are real. So they did a good job. Kudos to them. And within our particular world, which I'm sure that's your point of interest, there's a lot of people who thrive by you feeling disempowered, by you feeling like, what's the point of it all? There's so, when you see those Instagram reels and you're like, yo, I know the CIA is doing backflips on this one, because you just know the psyop work, the psychological operation really operated. If you're okay with that, that's cool. But when the world is going to continue to transform, especially with AI, AI is getting so good to the point where, oh, I can't tell. I can't tell sometimes. So and that's early primitive caveman AI. In less than 5 years, it's going to completely transform. It's going to be indistinguishable from this thing that a lot of people are calling reality. And they're going to they're going to put you in a box and you're going to keep doing the rat race, but it's going to feel, the pressure is going to be pressuring. The pressure is going to be pressuring. And if you're so anxious about, oh, I don't want to get to know myself. Oh, and you're letting fear gatekeep that deep divine part of you, then let me tell you something that's really gonna sour your dinner. You should be very scared in the situation that you're in. Natural. But you don't have to stay there. Every human being has a mind. Some people have souls. Some people are NPCs. If you're an NPC, that's cool. You just meant to fill the space, make it look overpopulated, right? And you don't have to believe me about the whole fear mongering. You could see it on the news. Oh, bombs, death, blah, they are coming for you. Who's coming for you? And wallahi, I've said wallahi way too many times in this episode. But to wrap things up, these fear mongering techniques get an emotional reaction out of you. And emotion is energy. It is energy. It's expending energy. And they're just gonna take that, put it in the back. So when you're like, oh, I feel so drained. Oh, you're feeling so melancholic and neurotic, and now you're just gonna pump yourself with whatever drugs because you're gonna go to a bot psychiatrist and be like, obviously psychiatrists have their place in society, but way too many of y'all be wanting to eat those meds way too quick. Everyone right now is looking for a fix. Well, there's some people who are just not satisfied with that. I'm one of those people. I'm just like, you know what? If it takes every bit of me, like until it's finished, I need to show up authentically every day. I need to be Dahlia because now that I've discovered her, I can't be anyone else. And the gag is it's I've always been like this. It's just been an undercurrent, and now my awareness has broadened and I can see it now. You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing this awakening happening and I'm eager to be a participant, but I'm going to do it Dahlia's way. If it means sauteing, frying, basting, broiling, baking, air frying, I could have like I could have I was waiting for one more to come into the server, but it didn't. I could go about it that way, but that's not me. This is me. And this is a love podcast with that. So please go seek yourself out. Like run. Don't even walk. Don't be like, yeah, I'm just gonna do some self-reflection and some journaling and some grounding and some meditation, but I'll do that next week. I'm a little busy tonight. You're a bopper. You're a bopper. And the goddess of love and war is here to set y'all straight because this is my profession. I was gonna talk about how y'all did Jesus dusty by freeze like literally putting all his iconography being his worst day, but that's a conversation for another day because I'm about to fry y'all. Sometimes my sister tells me, "Can you get a grip?" And I'm just like, "Why?" Authenticity, just like love, is a very high vibrate. Authenticity, just like love, is a very high bright. Hey, no, 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 I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, chat. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Am I bugging? Am I bugging, chat? Um, know thyself, y'all. Exist as an entity. My cousin said that, so that's gonna be my outro. Exist as an entity. Know thyself. Exist as an entity. And if no one has told you this yet, because that is a common thing in this world, is I love you. I really, really do. And if I'm here frying y'all, if I gotta fry and saute the truth into y'all's awareness, come be good, man. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let that sit. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. You are love. You are life. Don't listen to anything anyone else is saying. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care how much you think you love them. How much you value their opinion. The only person's opinion you should be valuing is yours. The only perspective that you need to cultivate is yours. And the only life that you need to take accountability and responsibility for by spiritually growing. So you have to evolve. Is no longer an option. It's 2026. Is the year of the fire horse. I'm here to light things up, my brother, as and my sister, and Nano both. I edit that out. There's no editor. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.